Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today's look is going to be a special Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. This is a smoky eye, great for a night out with your sweetie or just a night out with the girls, I guess, on Valentine's Day. Have a good one. Thanks. I'm going to start out with a bare face, putting eye cream under my eyes. Make sure that you pat and don't pull underneath your eyes because that is very sensitive. Next, I'm going to use Outlast foundation by CoverGirl. This is a 3-in-1. It has a primer, concealer, and foundation. It goes on great, it has great coverage, and it is a flawless look in my opinion. So just rub that all over your face, working from the inside and going all the way to the outside. Next, I'm going to use a Kabuki brush and work in this Stay Matte Rimmel powder all over my face. This will set your foundation to give you a flawless matte look. Next, I'm going to use Lemonaid by Benefit. I don't always use eyelid primers, but when I have a big night or I'm going to be wearing makeup for a very long time and I want it to last, I will put it on. And just pat that all over your lids. Make sure that you do pat and not rub because it is sensitive skin and you don't want to have premature wrinkles. This will even out your skin tone as well and keep your eyeshadow lasting all night. Next, I'm going to use blush. This is from Quo. It's the Treasure Box collection, and I think that it's a nice color. It's coral and it goes really well with the smoky brown eye. Next, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Coloricon bronzer with SPF. This is a matte bronzer. If you're going to do contouring, you want to use a matte bronzer because you don't want the light to go there. You want it to shadow and go away. Here I'm putting the bronzer on the top of my nose because I am trying to make my nose look a little bit wider. This might not be for you. If you want to make your nose look thinner, you can actually put the bronzer at the sides of your nose, and that'll thin out your nose. Now to complete your contouring, I'm going to take Gosh Giant Sun Power palette and a bronzing brush and just put it on the tops of my cheeks for some highlighting. And this powder is really good. It stays on for a really long time and it just has a really luxurious shine to it. Now take your Kabuki brush and blend out your bronzer, blush, and highlighter together so that there are no harsh lines. Now take your eyebrow powder. I'm using Quo Browsin Around Eyebrow Palette, and I'm just going to use the middle color because I am blonde. If I was a brunette, I would use a darker color, and work that into your brows, creating an arch and just kind of filling in areas that are somewhat patchy. Eyebrows are very important. They frame your face and they just make the whole look come together. You definitely want to do your eyebrows if you are doing a bold lip because you want to even out your makeup. And now just take the eyebrow wax and pat it onto your eyebrows so they are picture perfect all night long. Moving on to your eyeshadow, I am taking Urban Decay Nude'tude palette and using an all over eyeshadow brush. This I am using Standoffish as my base color. As you can tell, I have used this a lot. I love it. It's so shimmery and it's really soft and romantic. Next, take your shader brush and your Smashbox Fade Out eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to be using this third one down. It's a charcoal color and working that onto the outer corners of my eyes and then inwards. I really like Urban Decay and Smashbox. I find that they stay on for a very long time, especially if you do have an eyelid primer on your eyes. Build up your eyeshadow. You can start with small amounts and then add more as you go further. That way you can just kind of slowly do it and not have too much on at once. Next, I'm going to take my Nude'tude palette again by Urban Decay and my blender brush. And I'm just going to grab this color right here called Seductive. How perfect for Valentine's Day. Just take your blender brush and the color and move it from the outer corners of your eye all the way inward into the eye sockets and blend that together with your last Smashbox product as well. And from your Urban Decay palette, again, you can take Sassy. This is a white shimmer and put it on your eyebrow bone for highlighting, as well as the inner corners of your eyes. Now take your all over shadow brush and you're going to blend, blend, blend. So you're blending the sassy into the seductive, just for less lines, more of a softer look. Now take your angled contour brush and you're going to go back to your Smashbox palette and use this shimmery green color and work the inside corners of your eyes to the outside, to the middle of the eye, and just kind of blend it into the other colors. You just want to make sure that there are no harsh lines and that everything is blended together. Sometimes when you are doing darker colors, you do have eyeshadow that falls underneath your eye and it makes you look a little tired. So you want to make sure that you don't have that. Here I am using a highlighter. This is a Rimmel highlighter Match Perfection. And I'm just going to put it right under my eye, make sure your hands are clean, and kind of work it all the way out. This will brighten up your look and just have you looking fresh and very young. I'm just going to put this under my eye and then work it all the way up into my temples, and you can see that it really creates a sharp line for your eyeshadow, which is very seductive on this Valentine's Day. I'm just going to take my blush brush. I'm not going to put any more blush on it, but I'm just going to use the leftover that I used before, just kind of to create some color. I'm now using my favorite mascara at the time. This is Scandalized Lycra Flex Mascara by Rimmel London. This gives lots of volume and length to your lashes. Now for your lips, I'm going to use a Revlon Wine with Everything 525 lipstick. I'm going to pat this on so that it kind of goes on as a lighter look and then rub it in. I'm not going to put it straight on my lips because I just kind of want a stain instead of a really, really bold lip. This is a beautiful color. I'm now going to take my Quo Treasure Box palette that I used earlier, and I'm going to use this coral gloss on top of my lipstick just for added color and to give it a really nice shine. And that is it for the Smoky Eye Valentine's Day tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a very awesome evening with your honey, and I'll see you next week. Bye!